Everybody, well, today's video is a haul video. I haven't done a haul video in a really long time. Not that I haven't been out hauling, I definitely have been. And the first thing is that I was really looking for a complete matte palette, eyeshadow palette. Yes, I have a lot of matte eyeshadows. I have a lot of shimmer eyeshadows. I have a lot of eyeshadows, but I really wanted a palette that was completely matte. And in looking around, I found the Too Faced Matte Eye. And I like this. I won't say that this is probably one of my favorite shadows. It's not. I don't find that it wears that well late into the day, even if I set it properly beforehand, but I do still like it an awful lot. I love the colors. That's really the number one main thing. The colors are just beautiful. Now what they do is that they give you these little instruction cards that are up in the top over in here, and they pretty much, if you go straight across each line, that's the way that they suggest that you use them. But of course, as far as I'm concerned, you can crisscross and go any way that you want to. I won't swatch the colors because there's a lot of colors to swatch, so I'll put a picture at the end. But the colors are pretty true to what you see here, and I really do like them a lot. I'm wearing them today, but I switched them up a little bit with a little trick that my pal in Saks showed me the other day, so I'm going to show that to you at the end. But overall, I do really like the palette a lot. The next thing that I got is from Illamasqua. I got one of their cream blushers, and it's in the color of Rude. Looks like that in the package. And there is the name. And when I first ordered it, it looked really pretty on site, on the website, and I thought, okay, that should be fine. That's actually the color. And then I started to read about it, and I read about how intense it was, so I got a little bit nervous as to whether I would like it or not. But it really works in well. I'm wearing it today, and it really is a really pretty color. The next thing that I got is also from Illamasqua. It's one of their cream pigments. Now I do have another one, but this one I got particularly because I think you guys know that I've pretty much done away with my paint pots from MAC. Dried out on me way too often, way too fast. I just don't want to deal with them anymore, but I absolutely loved my Painterly, so I was really looking for something to replace that, and I think that I found it with this. This is in the color of Hollow, and as you can see, it's fairly close to what Painterly is, and I think I actually like it a little bit better. It's more of a cream consistency. It still does set really well, and my shadows look really well over it, but I find it to not be as drying as the matte Painterly was for me. And so far, I also don't find it to be drying in the container, but of course, I'll keep you posted and let you know. The next thing that I got is a new mascara base from, from Chanel, and I think this is probably a new formula for them. I like it especially with the new mascara that I'm going to show you, and I'll tell you why in a second. So I guess I can open it up and show you because it looks just basically like a regular wand would. And it just puts on a really nice base coat onto my lashes. And then the next thing that I bought and that I've been using together with it, and this is why I'm going to tell you why I use them together, is the new doll lashes from Lancome, the Lancome Hypnose. And I like this a lot. So this is definitely, as it's advertised, for like those doll lashes. So they're sort of like long, wispy type of lashes. But I find that I like my lashes to be a little bit thicker, and that's why I like the mascara base, because I find that the mascara base thickens it up a bit for me, and this then gives me the longer lashes, so I get both together. And I know that the regular Hypnose is also really well liked by a lot of people. So those are the items that I purchased sort of over the month, and then in the last couple of days I went shopping again, and I went to see the new Chanel holiday collection. Didn't buy that much from it, but I did buy quite a few things from the Chanel line that I'm going to share with you. So the first thing that I got are some new cotton pads from the Chanel line, and I think these might be new because I've not seen them before. They haven't been shown to me before anyways. They're $20 and you get 100 of them. They're pretty similar to the ones that I've shown you that I get from that company in New York, and of course the only difference is, I'm not sure if that's going to show up or not, but they do have the C's in the middle of them. I don't think that's going to show up, and I'll try to take a picture at the end. They're really nice, they're really soft, and I just couldn't pass them up. They're actually big enough for me that I could probably cut them in two, but we'll see. The next thing that I got from Chanel is I actually got a couple of brushes, because yes, you know me and brushes, I can't seem to resist. So there's a new foundation brush that came out called number 6, the foundation brush, and it looks like this. and it's really nice. I love the size of it. You know, I've been buying a lot of those really huge brushes, the brush from the Bye Bye Pores, which I definitely do like a lot, but I love this. I love the precision of using this one. So I sort of switch off between the two. And this is the new handle that Chanel has come out with. It's sort of a matte finish. You can see that it says foundation on it, and it's really nice. So hopefully the Chanel emblem will stay on it. Sometimes you have problems with some of the brushes where the emblems come off. And the next brush that I got is their angled liner brush. And yes, I have a million angled liner brushes, but I saw this one and thought that I really liked it. I was actually being shown the best way to do the little wing on my eyes, and they were using this brush, so of course I said, ooh, I guess I'll try that brush too. I'm actually glad that I did because it works really, really well. The next one I got is from the holiday collection. Now, I didn't get that many things from the holiday collection, but what I did pick up was their Blush Duo Tweed Effect in 70 Tweed Brune Rose or Rosé. And this is a glorious, glorious, glorious. Is that enough gloriouses? Maybe not. Look at the color of that blush. Isn't that magnificent? It has like this little glimmery sort of, I want to say like gold and silver sort of glimmer in it, with this beautiful, beautiful peachy, pinky tone under it. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. You definitely have to go and at least give it a look if you can get to the counters to see what the holiday collection is. You know, we do the pictures, even when we do videos, it's really hard to get the true colors, so if you can see them in person, it's really worth it. And the last thing that I got from the holiday collection was one of the new lip glosses. It's a number 297. It's Sweet Beige. I'm wearing it today. Gorgeous, gorgeous color. I hope that's going to show up for you. Pictures at the end, guys, of course, as always. And the last couple of things that I bought was, yes, I know I have to take a sigh before I show you these. I bought 2 of the Tom Ford lipsticks. Now, I think that I've tried one of the lipsticks before and was not that crazy about it, but I tried the new line, and they're, you know what I would compare them to? If you like the OCC Tar lip stains, which I absolutely love, but I absolutely hate the way that you have to apply them. I hate the little squeezy containers. As a matter of fact, I hate to say this, but I had it in one of my purses, and it did stain one of the insides of my purses, which I can hyperventilate every time I think about it, but it's just a purse. Move on, Deb. Anyways, so I love that formula, and I love how it looks on my lips, but I just don't like the application of them. So this is sort of like having those OCC Tar lip stains in a tube. The 2 colors that I bought, because yes, I did break down and buy 2. One color I'm wearing, it's the nude, and it is number 12. So the first thing that I want to show you is, look at this packaging. It's like a piece of jewelry. It is so gorgeous. It is so heavy, and the color is absolutely magnificent. Now, you're going to have to forgive me, but I am not going to swatch these lipsticks. A, I don't think the color comes out accurately, and B, I just don't have the heart to start rubbing it on my hand because I want to save every glorious last drop of it. So the first thing I want to show you is, can you see the initials on the top that they haven't printed on the lipstick? And then this is the color. It is so beautiful. It's a true, well, you can see it hopefully on my lips, a true, not only nude, but sort of, I don't know really how well to describe it. You guys can write down below what you think the best description is. It sort of reminds me a little bit of maybe the Brigitte Bardot kind of look. Anyways, that's not that I look like her by any stretch of the imagination, but that the lip color looks like that. The second color is called Flamingo, and it is number 8, and this is so drop dead gorgeous. It is just an amazing, amazing color. And let's see, hope that will come out. I was trying to bend these things in different angles so that hopefully if there's any kind of glare from the light, you'll be able to see a little bit better. And then of course you can see the initials at the top. Absolutely gorgeous. I think when you go and test these and see them, you'll see why I don't want to swatch them, because I want to save every last drop of it. And although I have a ton of lipsticks, and I rarely finish any lipstick because I'm always finding something, I wouldn't say new and better, but something that, you know, is the next thing that I really like, I definitely am going to use these lipsticks to death, because these lipsticks are just phenomenal. Love the feel on my lips. Especially love it with a little bit of a lip gloss on it, not too much, but I like it on its own also. And I wore it today with without any kind of lip liner, although if you want to finish it off and use a lip liner, you can, but it's just glorious. A glorious feeling, glorious colors, and I should add a glorious price, because they are really very expensive besides that. So the last thing that I want to share with you is a little trick that my friend at Saks, Alberto, showed me the other day. And I think it's time that I told you what his name is, because I probably will reference him a lot. He's definitely the one that shows me all the great little tricks with my eye makeup and my regular makeup, of course, and plus all the great new items that come out. If you follow me on Twitter and you see a lot of pictures, a lot of the times he has sent me a picture and then I'll tweet it out to everybody so you can also see it too. So what he suggested that I do is take one of the Chanel gel shadows, and I have it in the number 82. This is the one that he actually used. I won't pronounce that name because, of course, you know that I won't pronounce it the correct way, so I'll write it somewhere down here. And what he said to do is two things. Number one is to take the angled brush that I have, or you can use any angle brush that you have if you have this shadow or something similar, and to take it, and what I did is I went over my eyeliner today just from the inner corner about halfway out, right on top of the black liner that I used, just for a little extra oomph. And the other thing that he suggested doing is to take a blender brush, any blender brush will work, and to sort of pounce it into the gel, and then to go over your shadow and just lightly buff it in. I'm not going to do it again because I've done it already today and I don't want to overdo it, but just lightly buff it into whatever you've done. Now when he did it in the store the other day, I was wearing more of like, I think sort of like charcoal grays and gray sort of colors. Today I'm wearing like a beige and a blue color. I don't think it really matters. It just gives this really nice finish to whatever shadow that you are wearing. If you have the green one also, I think that would work equally as well with some of the colors. Just puts this extra little kick into your eyeshadow. It's really, really pretty. So if you have one of these, definitely give it a try. Now, one final thing that I want to share with you is that I was sent some eye masks from a company. I'm going to actually put a link to their site down below because I really like the site a lot. They carry a lot of the higher end cosmetics that a lot of people have mentioned to me. They don't have counters near them and they're really hard to find. So they carry a lot of really great products. For those of us in the United States, it's free shipping over $50. And I'll put the name of the site right here. Plus, of course, I'll put a link down below. And what they sent me is, I'm going to show you the box first so you guys can start deciding how you want to pronounce that. I have seen quite a few reviews pop up lately on YouTube for this. Some people call it the V02M. Some people are referring it to actually what the Roman numeral is, which is 702M. And a whole bunch of other names, so I'm not going to attempt to rename it on my own. Not that I'm not really good at that, but I'll let you guys decide what the correct pronunciation is. And all I can tell you is that I have tried it once so far. I want to just try them a few more times, and I really did notice a difference the next day. So bear in mind, I don't think there's anything that you can use just one time and it's going to make this miraculous difference in what anything looks like whatsoever. And I don't care if it's on your skin, under your eyes, or wherever. But I did find that the next day it definitely seemed to be sort of more of a softer look under my eye. My eyes weren't puffed like they usually can be. I have allergies, so they weren't puffed like they usually can be when I wake up. So my initial reaction to it is that really positive, but I want to use it a few more times before I give you a really complete review on it. But again, I wanted to show you what they are. I want to give you the link below so you can do a little research on your own beforehand, and then I'll come back and do a complete review on them probably sometime next week. So that's it, everybody. That's my review. That's my little trick from Alberto. That's the new product that I'm testing out, and I guess that's it. I hope everybody has had a great weekend. Speak to you soon.